It's that time of year when us YouTubers tend to do these slightly pretentious New Year's resolution videos encouraging you to crush it this year. Usually we do this while walking outdoors with a nice background to distract you from the lack of substance in our content. So yes, this is a New Year's resolution video, but I'm not trying to pressure you to hustle or do anything cringy that you don't want to do. I just want to share with you my own list of 7 musical New Year's resolutions that I have in order to keep myself accountable, and maybe you'll find it relatable as well. I mean, I've got my own list of personal New Year's resolutions like eat better, exercise, and learn how to spell the word restaurant, but this video is really just about the musical ones. Not all goals are equal. Some of them are doomed from the beginning because they're flawed goals. You can tell a good goal because it has 3 traits. It's realistic, it's specific, and it's measurable. A realistic goal sits in that Goldilocks zone between too easy and too hard. Too easy would be a goal to just get out of bed in the morning, although on January 1st that might actually be not so easy. Too hard would be aiming to run 100 meters in under 10 seconds when you're not even a runner. By all means, shoot for the stars, but if your goal isn't rooted in reality, then it's probably doomed. A specific goal is one that you can define. It's no good to say something vague like that you want to improve in general. You have to define what it is exactly that you want to improve. And lastly, a goal has to be measurable, otherwise how do you know if you've achieved it? So here are my 7 musical goals for 2021 in reverse order. Number 7 is I want to improve my drum skills. I've been playing drums since high school, but I've never really gotten much beyond basic rock beats and bada boom fills. So I want to learn some important rudiments and incorporate them into my playing. Specifically, I want to be able to do double strokes and drum rolls, triplet fills, the molar technique, the 1-foot double kick technique, improve my left foot independence with the hi-hat, fix my weak hand imbalance, and learn how to do snare chatter in jazz. I'll measure these goals by picking specific exercises and repertoire that demonstrate these skills. I'm thinking along the lines of Heather Thomas's Stick Control Challenge, Adrian Trepka's drum cover of Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa, and a medium tempo jazz standard of some kind. Number 6, learn to play slap bass. I've just never gotten around to it. I don't feel the need to become a slap master like Davey 504, but I would like to be able to hold my own playing something like Aeroplane by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Number 5 would be to learn boom chick fingerstyle guitar playing. Tommy Emmanuel is one of my idols, and although I've mastered several aspects of fingerstyle playing, I never really got round to boom chick, which is where you have an independent thumb doing a boom chick pattern. And that's a style of playing that Tommy has made famous. So my goal for this year would be to learn Tommy's arrangements of Freight Train and Countrywide. Number 4, finish my foot drum kit. Yes, the foot drum saga still continues, and this year I'd like to finalise the layout of my foot drums and practice them and get good enough to use them at a gig. Number 3, finish my guitar. I haven't shared much about this yet on my channel, but I've been building a guitar over the last 12 months. The neck is almost finished, but I haven't started the body. So I'd like to finish that this year and then be able to use it for performing gigs. Number 2, write or finish 10 songs. That's 1 song every 5 weeks or so. I'm sure I can do that. I just need to set aside the time and be consistent with it. And number 1, become competent at playing jazz guitar. Jazz has been a lifelong passion for me, and considering that, I'm not sure why I don't consider myself a jazz musician or a jazz guitarist yet, but I don't. I feel like those who I consider to be real jazz musicians would sniff me out a mile away. And because jazz is such a vast area of study and it seems to be a lifelong pursuit with no definite end point, it's a very hard one to measure. So I'm going to be specific with my goals. I want to close any gaps I might have in my fretboard knowledge when it comes to scales, chords and arpeggios. I want to be able to play through the omnibook transcription of Billy's Bounce by Charlie Parker and then solo over the changes. And I want to feel confident playing through the changes of, say, 3 jazz standards like Sweet Georgia Brown, All the Things You Are and Stella by Starlight. Now I'll admit that's a pretty hectic list and maybe I'm biting off more than I can chew, but I'm feeling optimistic and I have a good feeling about this year, especially compared to 2020. In order to stay accountable, as I make progress with these goals, I'll post updates to my channel. And if there's any goals that I don't achieve, then obviously I'll just delete those parts of this video and pretend I never mentioned them. If you have your own musical New Year's resolutions, I'd love you to share them in the comments below. You can always delete them later, I guess, right? As always, if you want to learn how to make music, record music and build musical stuff, start now by subscribing below and click on the bell so you don't miss anything. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.